Whoa! It's the Yewllusion and Owl reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. We're just heading back from the Vans Rebuild Your Community thing. I forget exactly what it was called, but Vans showed up with like foot gear for everybody who had lost their house, and it's a pretty special occasion in front of Malibu's preferred surf shop, Drill, Surf, and Skate. My buddy Craig, whose house burned down, he owns the surf shop. He's there like helping to rebuild the community, coordinated with Vans. There was just shoes for everybody. Owl got some super cool. You want to show him your shoes? Okay. Owl got some super cool skate highs, gray with pink stripe and a pair of blue. I got a nice pair of black skate highs and some blue low tops. And then I got a pair of shoes each for the minigram and the hologram. So it was super cool. You know, the guys at Vans are super rad. You know, their rep Pete and EJ, all Yewllusion fans. It was pretty cool, man. They knew me. I was a little like caught by surprise, man. Just, you know, I forget how far reaching some of these videos I made have gotten, especially the Thrasher ones and the skating ones, into the skateboarding community. I hung out with Tony Alva for a bit. We talked, and I got to chill with Christian Hosoi. It looks like he said he's 100% down to do an interview on my channel, which is cool. So I'm getting back into getting ready to like start doing the interviews. I think I got one lined up with the Lizard King and Hosoi. That would be radical. And it was a cool event. Again, it was running into people I know and finding out their house burned down. Like people like, you know, like friends of mine, acquaintances of mine, let's say, that I've known forever, and just being like, how'd you do? And they're like, we lost our place. I'm like, me too. And it's just like another one, dude. It's pretty trippy, man. I gotta say, dude, like it just keeps revealing itself as just how radical it is. And so I made so on the Airstream update, the Airstream's secured, and now I think I got a couple, I have a couple potential places to put it. One of them's at my friend's mom's house, who lives on like the ultimate top of the hill, dude. It would be super rad. Like, so that's and then I talked to some other people. So like I got some leads on where I'm gonna stick the trailer. And it's seeming like the trailer path is kind of revealing itself, and you know, it's a great place to start over and, you know, spend 6 months, you know, regrouping and rededicating myself to life. And so I'm heading up to Santa Barbara right now, or Montecito, and we're staying up at our friend's house with Owl's little friend. And so they can hang out and play, and I'm being of service to my friend who's having some trouble, and his wife. They're having some, like, my buddy's suffering from mental illness, and you know, I'm being there for him, being of service. And that's all I can do right now, is just try to be of service to people that I care and love for. So it's very, you know, it's. I go to these things, and it was a very touching situation, to say the least. You know, you see your community, and I don't know, like, it's just so classic. It's like, you know, we're not standing in line at the soup kitchen. We're standing in line to get new Vans. It's the difference, I guess, different worlds, right? Like, that's where I'm super grateful. You know, I can look at super grateful, and you can get all crazy and be like, oh, you're spoiled in the West and all that, and you whatever it is what it is, right? And Like, yeah, that's the kind of gratitude I got. We're picking up skate highs for the family. You know what I mean? Like, so when I really look at it, how bad really is it? Yeah, like our community burned down, but you know, we're all people that have means. Even I was talking to my friend Oren today. I love Oren. He's an Israeli gnarly dude, served in the IDF and the whole thing, and he's like, dude, you got nothing to worry about. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, no, I mean it for real. It's like, you've been creating your own dream all along anyhow. Like, you know how to like rebuild. He's like, a lot of these people, like, they don't know how to do that. They have no like real life skills. The bank has been their protector, and now the bank didn't work. The bank account didn't protect them. What? We're almost done with this video, Bird. Do you want me to catch this truck? It's a good one, huh? And I was.
Daddy, I want by one.
You do? Bumpy road. This one isn't working so on the bumpy road. So I was California. Bumpy roads, and I was listening to what he was saying, because he's been very encouraging to me. He calls, he checks, he's about to have a baby, and he calls me up just to like remind me of what I know to be the truth. Is that like, this is part of like who I am. The fabric of who I am is rebuilding my life. You know, like, I've done it before, I can do it again. You know, what do they say? There's like a pretty...
They won't go down the freeway.
We're gonna go on the freeway right now, Bird. What do you think about that? Excited? Lots of trucks, huh?
We'll catch it.
It's past us. It's not going on the freeway. So, the thing about, like, they say once you've made $1 million once, you can do it over and over again. Like, so it's all just a template, a grid. And I think that there's a certain resonance to that. It's like, you know, I think that when I got sober, I had to rebuild my life from ground up, right? Like, basically I had spent...
We just catched it.
I spent 40 years like just plowing through life, and then eventually it literally, like, the wheels fell off and I rebuilt my life. And here I am, like, I know how to rebuild my life. One day at a time, one step after the other, staying optimistic. Like, I ran into my friend today. Well, my friend and she and her husband, they lost their house. And she's like, you know what, man? She's like, I'm not negative about it. She's like, I can't be negative. I don't even see why to be negative. Like, yeah, we lost all our stuff, but like, there's no reason to be negative, because there's definitely people that are crushed. Like, oh, I lost all my, like, yeah, it's heavy. It's pretty radical, but like, that's what's funny. I was talking to the guy at the, Pete at the Vans. He's like, here, you need this. He's like, you got to fill your closet. And I was like, oh, I don't want to take too much stuff. You know what I mean? He's like, no, seriously, you need to refill your closet. And I go, dude, I got to get a closet first. He laughs. He's like, oh, I get it. I go, yeah, it's, accumulating stuff's easy. You know, like, accumulating stuff's super easy. But hanging on to your positive energy, man, that's what this is really about. Like, that's what this whole exercise is about. Can you sit in this moment of time and space and utter calamity and remain positive and hopeful and full of faith and let grace envelop you? And I keep running into the positive people. Like, we're not gonna crack, because it's pointless. But we have to help other people who have cracked. We got to glue them back together, and because it's a psychological strength is not a given. Like, you have to develop the muscles. in your mind and your soul and your emotions to go through these situations. And most people have never experienced a calamity in their life. Like, most people will just be born and die and it'll be vanilla all the way through, and that's okay for them. But for many of us, like, you get to go to the sun. You get to go to the what? You get to go to the sun, and you get to find out your wings are either made of wax or steel, baby. So this is the Yewllusion and Owl. We're all fired up in the dream. We're all laced up with Vans, and yeah, we're moving through this thing. Looks like there's a swell coming too.